While many strategy games are known for their fast pace and emphasis on speed, as is common in the RTS genre, there are a variety of titles that encourage more methodical play. Whether it's difficult victory conditions or just general slow progression, there's something here for all kinds of strategy game fans. And today on Game Rant, we'll be going over a few of our favorites. First, succeeding with its dark and desolate sci-fi setting, Duskers offers a vague and mysterious world to explore. In-game, players pilot a variety of lovable drones via a command console, painstakingly programming commands in order to explore and salvage what they can from derelict spaceships. And with danger lurking in every corner of its abandoned universe, players must exercise caution in order to survive. Age of Empires II is a retro RTS that's still worth playing today thanks to an excellent remaster available on Steam. The game's deep mechanics and rate of play emphasize methodical base building and patience, playing at a much slower pace than RTS titles such as Warcraft II, and as a result, the game offers a unique and arguably more accessible experience, though its diverse range of civilizations keeps it dense. Warcraft III is a unique real-time strategy game that excels with its combination of hero and army management. In-game, players take control of one of 4 asymmetric factions, slowly improving their infrastructure while leveling up heroes and building a capable army. And while it's not the slowest of strategy games, and much can happen in the earliest stages of a match, Warcraft III plays at a comparatively slow pace for an RTS due to the hero-centric gameplay and relatively large maps that encourage players to farm experience points and items before turning to aggression. Next up, Darkest Dungeon is a brutally unforgiving strategy RPG with a roguelike structure, in which players delve into a variety of dungeons, crawling through dark and decrepit environments as they battle Lovecraftian horrors in turn-based combat. The frequency and difficulty of combat encounters results in harrowing dungeon crawls that wear down the player's party over time, with gameplay that can be particularly arduous later in the game when you're exploring larger dungeons populated by more dangerous foes. Battle Brothers tasks players with managing a mercenary company in a harsh, low fantasy world. Its unforgiving nature naturally encourages cautious play, with players quickly being punished for taking on contracts that are simply too dangerous for their current situation. Now, Kenshi may be a little too slow-paced for many players, but those that exercise patience will find a deeply rewarding sandbox RPG. The game's utterly hostile world is full of emergent dangers, encouraging players to take their time and strengthen themselves before exploring its farthest reaches. Progression is also heavily measured, offering players meaningful improvements that take time to achieve. Next, as an adaptation of a tabletop game, Dune Imperium is a particularly slow deck builder, incorporating a worker placement gameplay loop that will have you executing a strategy in small increments. Though there are a variety of cards available throughout each match, players can expect to add very few cards each round, even operating with much smaller decks than a typical deck builder would. And finally, actually sticking with Dune, we have Dune Spice Wars, a real-time strategy game that, thanks to a unique emphasis on 4X game mechanics, is able to maintain a slow and methodical pace. The game's large maps, made dangerous to traverse via harsh environments and deadly sandworms, play a huge role in this, creating a landscape in which any maneuver can be a dangerous one. But for now, that'll about do it for our list. Thank you so much for watching, and for more like this, check out GameRant.com.